What do women do that drives trans women crazy?
Oh, good.
Like, is there something that you feel like they're taking, or maybe they like having a ticker? Like, I've got my trans friend, or what is it that you see women do that they may not know is offensive?
I mean, just the thought that because we're trans women, that means we want to have kids, deadbeat baby daddies, periods, cramps, gagging, all the things that cis women are going through. Like, I honestly don't want to sign up for that. Like, walking in my truth don't come with all that.
Right.
So it's like even comparing our womanhood, right? Because like the way that I go out, like, the way that my womanhood and what that experience looks like for me, it's very different. But I also know that there's commonalities within our experience, right? Like, I have Tay-Tay lying to me to leave your house to come lay up with me. So we both dealing with an ain't shit nigga. Oh. But what we don't realize in that moment is that we have the same battles, right? Like patriarchy, misogyny. But for some reason, you want to compare your womanhood and your journey. And if you are Faber, shout out to you. But just like what I know is like, it doesn't matter where your womanhood is in terms of your ability to have a child or not. It's about what we know we're carrying, which is a lot of men on our backs and the bullshit that come with them.
Dominique?
I feel the thing that I don't like about what cisgender women do, they feel like they need to intervene with relations between trans women or homosexuality, whatever, to try to make themselves the snitch or the person that knows everything. And, that's the gay guy, or, that's a trans woman. Like, I don't know why you're talking to them. I don't know. Like, people.
You find that women are the one who are, not the word exposing. What is it?
Outing you.
Yeah.
I think the superiority.
What it is they create shame for the men.
For the men.
Okay. And
we know that.
Understood.
The men, and then the men creates frustration inside of them. So what happens? They turn to react violence on us.
Oh.
But I feel like...
And this is the chain of reactions of effects. If women didn't care, and like us, I can say speak for myself, I don't care who's sleeping with who. As long as you're straight with yourself and you are honest with who you're sleeping with, I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm not out here trying to control who's sleeping with who.
Right.
I don't care. That's not what moves my world. But if you come into my world, I do want to know who you're sleeping with. So I have to protect myself. And then we take it from there. But women choose to want to be, let me go out. You're in the club and you're talking to a guy. Oh, I have to tell this guy that that's a trans woman so I can feel one up and have a bond with this person because I know something that they don't. And we have to stop this. People, we just need to let people be who they are, however they feel. It's not bothering you. Okay? And we need to worry about what's going on in our own house instead of what's going on in anybody else's house, and including in between their legs. Period.
You were about to say, you said, I feel like, so were you disagreeing for a second?
Only because I feel like to a certain extent where I don't think that they always, like, I think it's unintentional sometimes when it comes to like how they out us. Because I think for some cisgender women, they feel that they're protecting their friend. Right? And so it's like, because I feel, right, that what my friend has said to me is that he's a heterosexual man. They don't view trans women as women. They see that as like a homosexual act or behavior, right? So it's like, whenever it's like, maybe my male friend is attracted to this, what they believe is a cis woman, they don't know, in fact, that they may be partaking in something that's considered to me gay. So I'm going to protect them from that gay thing because they may not see it as, because a lot of women feel like it's like a form of like deception because of us being trans. So it's like,
I don't believe
deceiving.
that.
No, I don't care, really.
I'm going to be real. I really think girls have a little bit of a
superiority complex.
I do.
Also, you leaned into something, though. And at this point, we're jumping around because I love to get to this. I had a clip where Adam22 sat with Ava, who's a up-and-coming rapper from the Bronx or here in New York, and she's now dating a drill rapper. So she brings the drill rapper on.
She's trans, right?
She's trans.
That's right, I remember.
And so she brings her boyfriend onto No Jumper podcast, and they have a conversation about it because he literally sits there and says, I love my girlfriend. I knew exactly what was between her legs, who she is, how she identifies and everything, but I'm not gay.
I don't care what nobody got to say, because me personally, like, if anybody asks if I'm gay and shit like that, I don't see myself as I'm gay. Like, for me, I don't think I'm gay at all. Like, I'm not or doing some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with her.
So you never would have thought of being gay prior to this. So that's like your first time even having somebody throw that idea out there?
What?
The gay thing. Like you never thought of yourself that way or whatever? Was it a little bit of like, was it tricky in your head to even DM a trans person? Or you're like, oh, like, is this?
I'm be honest with you. Like, when I just seen her, I was like, cause I knew who she was before. Like, I seen her on the, what's it called? Doing the catfish shit. In 2020, I was always on my phone on the live and shit. I seen her doing shit like that. But I don't know, like I scrolled into her page and I saw her, seen she was in New York. I was looking at her shit. I was like, she looked good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Texted her and
It's been good ever since.
Yeah.
And so there was that conversation regarding the title of their sexuality that came into question. So when you're saying
and she's
a woman
post-op, by the way, that I think that's why he was saying, I'm not gay, I'm not. Sometimes, no, let me finish. I really think that men, and please let me know if you agree, when trans girls are post-op, they feel like they're in a whole nother playing field. They're like, oh yeah, this is
their conversations.
I feel like that might be, yes, for some men and even within our own community, like within the trans community. But I think that there is a misconception in general, even just within the LGBTQ community. Because somebody walked up to my partner, right? And we were like, it's a queer event. But they go up to him and they're like, oh, so like, how does it feel to like be out and be queer? He doesn't identify as queer. Like he identifies as a heterosexual man. So he was actually offended. And he didn't know how to respond.
Does it bother you, though, that there is an offense? And I know a lot of people just hate the titles all around, right? We done talked about that with Weezy not wanting to identify as bisexual in some places, right?
On dating apps, because niggas be like, yeah, we got a threesome going on.
But your partner knowing that you identify within the community. Well,
some days I identify within the community.
How do y'all identify with it? Like, because there's all the other umbrellas. Y'all could be bi, identify as straight, as lesbian. Like, how do y'all identify? And that's the thing. I ain't never gonna hold you. I never even thought to ask y'all that.
Well, what I'm told, right, to be, I guess, for other people in their political correctness, I am a binary, heterosexual identified trans woman. To me, I'm just Daniela. But what I know is if you have titties, soft skin, any type of lip gloss, lipstick, we are not knocking purses. And that's anywhere on the spectrum, okay? Wherever you fall, it won't work for me.
Okay.
But shout out to the people who that do.
And what about you, Daniela?
Dominique.
Sorry, while I'm looking.
I don't like, well, now I'm post-operative and I feel way more comfortable in my skin and in my body. And I feel like I don't want to fit in the binary of what people want to put me in the box because I have made my own self. I took myself on this own journey. I medically did what I had to do to feel complete in my skin. So I don't need anybody's labels to put on me. Yes, I'm presenting as a female. I am pansexual. I'm attracted to people and energies. You know, I'm attracted to brains. I'm attracted to, I'm attracted to whoever is a person at the end of the day. I don't have labels. I don't have any judgment. I'm open because I'm comfortable in my skin and I know who I am and I know what I bring to the table. So
how long did that take you?
It took a long time.
And shout out to you. You were going through that journey as well on Kokomo City.
Yeah.
So, are you comfortable talking about a little bit about your process and your emotions during?
Of course, yeah.
So I
love that you asked that
because
we've had conversations where sometimes you feel like you don't know what to ask.
Because it's someone's genitals at the end of the day.
But it is also offensive too, right? It is offensive to be like, what you got.
But even on a sex podcast, that to me is too much.
I'm low-key over here gagging. I'm like, but talk about your pussy.
Okay,
I mean, they done seen my other in the Kokomo City, so it's like I have nothing to hide.
Big.
Oh,
it was hanging.
A fully functioning pussy.
Honey, she made me a cute koi.
That's how the documentary is,
I'm about to ask questions that you didn't expect.
And by the way,
did you need to have a last moment with your penis?
Yeah.
Of course.
And in that last moment, was there like things you felt like you needed to get out? And what were those things? Because I feel like
like I had to have my orgasm.
You had to squirt on the wall one time?
Yeah,
You had to top a lot?
I had to penetrate.
And on the wall for me.
I had to penetrate some ass. I had to penetrate some vagina. I had to do what I had to do. And then I was like, I put it all on the Kokomo City. I did another magazine cover, Richardson, where I was fully nude. And then I was like, okay, I did porn for 20 years. I said, I think I'm done here. I can pack her right on up.
And when going through it, because I have a trans friend that literally deleted socials. She was like really going through it. And she's not like an influencer. I know most people know me and Hope Giselle cool as shit, but it's not Hope. But another friend of mine who's like, girl, I can't believe I didn't have this nigga pay for this shit. And now I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. And I'm curious, like, how long were you thinking about it and what got you there?
So I've always had the thought of it. I always wanted to have surgery, but like survival had me, into sex work, and I got comfortable in it, and I was thriving, and I made a name for myself. So I said, okay, I can maintain this. But then after a while, like the dysphoria started to kick in, and it didn't connect.
But in sex work, it's better to be pre-op.
Of course. Yeah, it is. And so I was
you
make so much money. Yeah. And like at this point, I'm like directing, I'm shooting, I'm like starring.
Clarify, you got to be a top too, though.
What? Oh, wait. Wait.
No, that's interesting too. Tell
really?
us.
Yeah.
I'm saying when it comes to like in terms of sex work.
So pre-op for the most money is
predominantly, yes.
Top.
They want you to top.
Yeah, because you could be pre-op and be a bottom and be broke boots because you're not swinging.
Yeah, they want you to top all day, and that's was like my specialty, which is totally the opposite of who I am in my personal life. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And I ain't gonna hold you. I'm probably someone helping that be the case. All the girlies I follow on OnlyFans, I be so mad.
Oh, I only like the bottoms.
I be like, I want to see the men take it.
I don't.
Yes.
You know what it is though? Because I do, and as someone that's like strapped up with my ex and shit, like for some reason, I don't like seeing women being topped.
Well, clearly I'm Peg the Stallion.
No, for real.
Hello. I'm actually mad. I be mad as fuck. My dick, I can't feel shit. It don't squirt out. It don't do none of the cool shit that I actually really like about a dick. So I just be like, okay,
girl, I'm such a bad top. Like, I will do it, but so for me, I think it's really getting to see, especially the moaning too, right? Because you're looking at something different that's not necessarily like you, but it's womanly and beautiful most of the time, especially the website. What is it? Dream Trannies? They define as women.
Well, one moment actually, real quick. I just want to run off just real quick. These are the ones I support on OnlyFans. So the Shea Barbie, beautiful. Mm-hmm. Only one TS Kendall. And if you beef with any of these, we could bleep their names. Sorry. I know bitches be beefing and shit. My favorite is Rakaya or TS Paris.
We had Paris on, right?
And Big Bugatti. No, we had Paris on.
Oh, okay. I thought years ago we had. Okay.
Oh, you're thinking of Jamie Paris.
Jamie Paris.
Yeah, no, Paris lives.
Mind you, that's
she lives in Vegas.
Shout out to Jamie Paris.
You need to get into Vanille. You know Vanille?
No, see.
Okay, I'm shooting her actually tomorrow. VANNIALL. I'm actually directing her tomorrow for Evil Angel. She's like a black, beautiful, big girl, and she puts it down.
Come on, B.
So then
can I ask that question? Because that's what I see as the most difference in heterosexual porn. Everybody's hanging, right? And in the trans women porn specifically, they be sometimes real little. Is there a difference in how?
Is that from hormones, by the way?
It is from hormones. Okay, actually.
I was like, this is abnormally small.
Yeah,
but.
No, only because I'm like,
go ahead.
After 20 years on hormones, there's no. I mean,
I was like, because I know a girl that has been on hormones for 20 years. And she is hanging.
True.
Like, hello.
So I mean, I guess it's like vaginas. They're all different.
They are all different.
Some are big, some are little, some start off big. You know?
Okay, now this question is crazy, but I gotta know.
Shoot.
I'm not gonna lie, she is so excited that y'all are here for all the shit.
When I got my titties done, I saw 5 titties and I showed them to the doctor like, these are the titties I want. Did you show the pussy you wanted?
No, actually, I did not. I didn't.
I'm serious. I'm thinking to myself, if you know people are
Said, did you go with
obsessed
Wish Pics?
with you pre
Right. I was like,
and
not on
how
Tumblr.
you look and how hung you were, it's like, well, what if I'm not as impressive on the other side?
That was a big gamble that I had to take. I literally felt when I had surgery, I jumped off of cliff because it was my safety net was having a penis. Like I know with a penis, I can go anywhere and make money. As a post-op, I had to be more creative, and luckily I had opportunities arise. But yeah, I was just like, okay, I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to feel. But I know this is what I've dreamed of my whole life. And I'm ready to whatever comes with it.
How hard was it for you? Because I heard you got a catheter. Like,
oh my God, girl. It was like, honestly, the worst 2 months of my life. But
having to learn to walk again.
2.5 years.
what?
2 years later. Yeah, you can't, you literally cannot leave the house. I was talking about it the other day. Okay, just imagine this. You have surgery, okay? You have surgery, they cut you out, they turn you out, you have stitches everywhere, and you're in the hospital for 5 days. Right after you get out of the hospital, they take the packing and everything. You, with your whole open wound with stitches and blood and everything, have to dilate with this plastic rod that's hard as fuck for 15 minutes, 4 times a day. Imagine the psychological of that. Like I literally disconnected from my body for 6 months. Wow. I'm not even going to hold you. I was not here. I was, doing everything that I had to do, but I wasn't in my body because I was shook. I saw that the first time when I first saw that and the stitches and the blood, I checked out. I was like, oh my God, what is this? Oh my God, it did not look cute. My girlfriend's like, yeah, it's going to be cute. It's going to be cute. I'm like, what is this? What is this? So it took me like 6 months to like.
Did you lean on women that were cisgender?
No, it was with friends of mine that had surgery before. Yeah.
Can I ask you last inappropriate question? I promise. Last one.
No,
last
shoot.
one. Do you orgasm differently?
Yes, girl.
Like do you orgasm like a woman, or you orgasm like?
I orgasm like 5-10 minutes orgasm.
Are you getting wet? Because I hear that
I get wet.
So
yeah.
What is it?
I guess it's like I don't know, like the whatever fluid that you would produce, that pre-cum or something. Yeah.
No, one of my friends recently had sex with a woman in Thailand. And he said in the morning, she asked him if he'd ever had sex with a trans girl. And he said, my reaction was super chill. I was like, no. He said, why? She's like, that's tourism here. He said, I started looking at her. So she was 5'11", which is pretty tall for a woman.
No, it's pretty tall for Thailand. Bitch, everybody little out there.
That's a good point.
What you talking
about? The next day, he's like, yo.
But
pussy was super wet. And I'm like, babe, I don't think a trans pussy can't get wet. And he's like, but how? Like, are you sure it was really wet? And I was like,
yeah, they have techniques that they use, like your parts of your colon that like stay wet. But then there's it's complications because there's like a little bit smelly, but it lubricates naturally.
And you prepare before, no?
And the way, you prepare before. And also, if you're turned on, for some reason, you get wet. I don't know what it is.
Gushy.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds
gushy.